What is it about those pages that struck a chord of truth for you, Jennifer?
All of us get in a box at any point in our life, in our day, in our week. Being in the box means we see others as objects. And at that moment, Bud just really illustrated how our day-to-day behaviors, how our intentions, how the way we feel about someone in the inside shows up in how we present ourselves as leaders. So at any given moment, any one of us can be in the box, including me. I'm not exempt from it. So it's important for me, leaders, you, every one of us to really think about, am I in the box? Am I seeing this person as a threat, as an object, or something I can put up with? Or am I seeing this person as a person, human being, someone who has a desire, a need, someone who has dreams, goals? So that really resonated with me because, like you said, Michael, I can remember times when I felt like I was putting up with somebody, or people came to me and I said, oh, not this person again. So it just happens that fast. We can self-deceive ourselves. So it really resonated for me to really check in on a day-to-day basis to see whether I'm in the box or out of the box and being honest with myself.
The thing is, Jennifer, sometimes people are annoying and frustrating and irritating. And, I can try my best to be out of the box and kind of be present and be human with people who, things are going well and we're getting on fine. But aren't I just asking myself to kind of set myself up to be a doormat or kind of a pushover if I'm trying to be nice to everybody all the time, regardless of however they're showing up?
Very good question. I get that all the time. We should be nice, right? But there's sometimes we're not nice. It's about how we see others, how we see others from the inside. Like sometimes leaders can say the right things, can put on the right airs, can use the right body language, but the impact, the connection is not there, right? People actually respond to how we feel about them on the inside. So it's not, sometimes you can have a very difficult, tense conversation, but if you see that person as a person, the conversation will go over better. And it could be where the person is like, oh, they're not being nice at the moment, but you see the person, not the object. And if we can see the person, then the person is whole. The person feels like I exist. I'm being heard. My story, what I'm saying is valued. It doesn't mean that the person is nice or I like the conversation, even if it's rough. It just feels like I'm human. I'm whole. It's one thing to be with someone, whether it's virtual or in person, and the person walks away feeling like they don't exist. So that's why it's important, especially as a leader. Think about the chapter. It's about influence. There are many ways we can influence. And the first one is being able to see a person as a human, not as an object.
Yeah.
That's why I don't like the word human resources. No, that's another subject.
Yeah, that is another subject. But I'm already agreeing with you because I know how you feel about it, and I feel the same way. But Jennifer, can you tell me a story of a time when you were able to be out of the box, to remain kind of present to that other person's humanity during a difficult conversation, and kind of what was going on in your heart and brain and body and soul that allowed you to stay present to that? Because that's such a hard, I agree with this in theory. It's so hard in practice. Tell us a story of a time where you somehow managed to navigate that and how you managed to navigate it?
So I can think of many situations, but I'll just share this one like you asked. But I was trying to give feedback to one of my team members, and I felt like I had this story, this conversation over and over. I felt like it was like the 10th time I've said the same thing. You can hear it in my voice, right? I was so over the conversation. I was irritable. I was like, why is this person not getting it? What's going on? And I used to see myself when the person would time on my calendar, I'd be like, no, I need to reschedule. She's not going to get it, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
So what happened? I said, she's a person, right? And however long it takes for me to show up and be there and see her as a person, that's how long it's going to take for me to have that conversation. Even though I'm on number 10, if it takes 20, I'm there. Because at the end of the day, I wanted her to get it for herself, for her future, for herself. Yes, I was frustrated, but I realized that she's a person. And you know what happened? She saw herself and she said, the way you keep, I forgot the word, but you keep being there for me.
Right.
Like, I know this has been going on for a long time. She started saying this stuff
Right.
and I was like, great. At least she's listening.
Yeah.
So it was more important for me, even if she didn't ever get the feedback and change and do what she was supposed to do. It was more important for me, for her to walk away and to be able to say, I'm whole and I'm not broken. I didn't break her.
Yeah.
And that was all in my control. That really was, because I could have, because I was frustrated. The deadline was approaching. It was all types of things on the line.
Hey, it's MBS here. My newsletter is The Works with MBS. Every week I do a short distillation of something essential that will unlock your greatness. You can sign up at mbs.works.